History is on display like never before this week as At Your Leisure is taking you from the American Revolution to the outlaw exploits of the Rocky Mountains. I'm Stephen Heumann.
And I'm Rhea Rossi Booth. Join us as we show you how you can ride from one southern Utah hub all the way to Butch Cassidy's doorstep.
From there, Reece enlists in the Continental Army, yet one fort that echoes with the sounds of revolution to this very day.
Last but not least, Zack goes in search of the Bear Lake Monster and finds surprising adventure along the way. Sometimes you find history in the most unexpected places. It can be on a downtown street in a small town like Panguitch, Utah, or hidden just off the trail along a mountain pass. Most of the time, if you don't go out and look for it, history will just pass you by, which is unfortunate because we owe so much to the people who came before us. They may have been captains of industry or famous outlaws, but either way, it's worth stepping off the thoroughfare to walk in their footsteps from time to time.
And that is exactly what we are doing today. We are out riding on the Fremont trail system, and we're not just looking to have an enjoyable ride. We're actually looking for some history today. Rhea, come on out here, look at that. Can you believe that?
No, it's spectacular. Of course, what do you expect for Garfield County?
I know, right? So
everywhere you look.
Yeah. So we're riding in Garfield County. We actually set up in Panguitch, which is a town right on Highway 89. It's in the heart of Garfield County.
So we're out here with Rick Gubler from Jorgensen's out in Richfield, and he is supplying us with machines, and he's also acting as our guide. So today we are going to be ascending all the way from one side of Garfield County to the other to Butch Cassidy's home when he was a little teenager.
Yeah, so have you ever been there before?
I've never been.
It just opened this last year, and you can go and you can set up certain tour times, but I'm really excited to see some of the history up there.
I know, and I think we're going to get lucky because we might see the inside.
Ooh, all right. We better get going.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's find out a little bit more about this area.
So basically what we're going to do today is ride out of Panguitch and meet up with the Fremont Trail. It'll take us all the way down to the Butch Cassidy cabin at the other end of Garfield County. What a fun family event. They can get history, beautiful scenery, easy to get to, right off of Highway 89, right in the heart of central Utah. It's easy to get from to the north or the south.
Any given moment you can jump on a four-wheeler and be up in the mountains, or jump on your horse and get up to the mountains. Hikes everywhere, around every corner there's hikes, or red rocks to, you know, the big tall pine trees of the hills, so it's great.
Boy, throughout central Utah there are interconnecting trail systems. The Fremont Trail that we're on today, which will lead you down and connect into the Paiute Trail that heads a little further north into the Arapine Trail. Perfect place for us to share our passion.
My first love here is just to raise your children here. Everybody is family, everybody knows everybody, and you feel safe. It's a very safe community for sure. History is passed on from generation to the history of our town or their ranches or anything anybody is doing. It all comes from our ancestors for sure.
What I love about getting out and riding is getting away, stopping, looking, listening to the wind blow through the trees, good friends, family. What an amazing experience you'll have. You'll get to ride, see the beauty, and end up somewhere that your family can enjoy and learn about history of this area. I've been to the Butch Cassidy site, and it is worth the trip.
The falls are great, the summers are great. There is everything to do for anybody that likes the outdoors, from fishing to four-wheelers to horse rides to hiking. There is something in our area for everybody.
Well, we got a lot more trail to go before we hit Butch Cassidy's cabin, so we better hit it.
Let's go.
But let's go to our travel adventure first.
When you think about Bear Lake, three things typically come to mind: going to the lake, raspberry shakes, and the Bear Lake Monster. But today, it's going to be known for something else, ATVing. Rich County is home to a complex set of trails known as the Shoshone Trail System. We are out here with Epic Recreation, and they're going to give us just a peek of what this massive trail system has to offer.
And I'm not exactly ruling out the possibility of us finding a monster out here either.
The Shoshone Trail System is located near Bear Lake, and there's hundreds of miles of trails. You can ride right from the lake and up into the mountains and into Rich County and Cache County. There's lots of different types of trails. There's a lot of easy trails, and there's a lot of more moderately to difficult trails. Plenty of spots to go have fun and enjoy the outdoors.
You're so close to town, and yet at the same time, you can be within 5 minutes, you can get away from all of it. The mountains feel like home. There's just so much that they offer as far as scenery and things that you can do.
Right from Epic Recreation Shop in Lake Town, we took off on the Richardson's Fork Trail, which is a branch off of the main Hodges Canyon Road. Maps are available at trailheads along the way, but you can also get some pointers from these guys in town.
The nice thing about riding here is you don't get the crowds that some of the other trail systems see. You know, you can go for as little as an hour to a full day or a couple days, and you'll never see the same place twice. The weather's cooler, it's not too hot, it doesn't get too dusty up here because it doesn't see a ton of use.
The best way to describe this leg of the trail is green. Verdant meadows, bountiful forests, and sprinkles of wildflowers keep things interesting along the way. Riding was easy with only a few technical ditches to circumnavigate. But I would ride up a straight cliff face to see views like this.
Growing up, I spent a lot of time camping and fishing and hiking and doing that kind of stuff with my family, and there's just something about nature that is relaxing and it brings you out of stressful times. You can get out here and forget about everything else, you know? Half the time up here you don't even have cell service, so it's a way to just kind of like push that side of your life away and not have those worries. And so there's, you know, being one with nature, I guess you could say, it's just always been a draw for me.
But personally, my favorite part of these emotion-inducing vistas was it allowed me a proper vantage to look for the Bear Lake Monster!
Tell us about the monster.
I can't really tell it very good.
Sure, are you denying the existence of a monster?
The Bear Lake Monster probably exists.
Probably? He's hiding something. That's a hiding something face.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh. Where's the monster?
It's right out there. You'll find it.
That's Alyssa. That's so rude.
All right, so we didn't have any luck on the monster front. But we did discover that along the trail less traveled, sometimes it's the scenery, sometimes it's the machines you're riding. But more often than not, it's the people you ride with that make the experience worthwhile. Epic Recreation is located on the Utah side of Bear Lake, and you can find out more about them on their website.
We had a great ride with Epic Rentals. Really want to thank them for taking us out. We were here at the lake. I figured I should show up and take a dip. But I'm also really hungry. As you know, I'm hungry all the time. So we decided to kill two birds with one stone. Enter the Bear Lake Burger Boat.
I'd like to introduce you to the Bear Lake Burger Boat. We started this up about mid-summer last year. You don't need to bring food and have those cold, soggy sandwiches. Come on out, have you a 3-pound burger. With that, you get a bag of chips, a drink, tax included, $9. You won't beat the deal.
Oh my gosh, that is a burger. I like that pretzel bun. That was a good pretzel bun. All right, I'm gonna finish this. You guys can go to commercial break. You guys should come up here and try this thing. Oh my God.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X4 offers 4 times the proven off-road capability, 4 times the comfort, and 4 times the confidence to deliver 4 times the excitement on your next outdoor adventure.
Get your new Yamaha at Stedman's Recreation. Ride hard, play hard.
A mountainside trail. A day of speed that pushes your limits. a desert oasis that opens your horizons, a land of horsepower for every taste. Tooele County is all of them in one. It's time to experience a new adventure you never knew you were missing. It's time to find out what's just over the mountain. Tooele County, Utah. The Wasatch Front is your home. Tooele is your backyard.
You have a message. You have a brand. You have something worth experiencing. What you don't have is an audience. It's time to change that. It's time to partner up with the #1 outdoor program in the country and show the world what you have to offer. Advertising on At Your Leisure is effective and affordable, giving you an audience that dwarfs anything else out there. Backed by a proven force of outdoor adventure. Contact the AYL team at 801-947-8888. It's time your message was heard.
Beautiful scene, isn't it? The great wide spaces of the wild, wild West. Hi, I'm Chad Booth, host of At Your Leisure. I'm asking you to support the Blue Ribbon Coalition. Their efforts responsibly preserve access to our public lands. If it were not for the Blue Ribbon Coalition and their efforts, you may not have access to millions of acres of land across the West. This is America's playground, and if we don't do anything, we are going to lose it. Join, participate, and donate.
Hey guys, welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Corinne Smart. So when we come to a dealership, we only see this. So I'm here at Weller Recreation because I want to know what they do behind the scenes. So let's go take a look. Hey Mike, how you doing?
Hi Corinne, how are you?
Oh, I'm so good. So tell me, what are you doing here?
Well, we're just getting ready to go into the clutches on this machine.
So this is like a mini car mechanic shop.
Well, actually it's about the same size as a lot of the automotive shops, and that's what we kind of patterned it off of. If you look at the size of the side-by-sides that we're dealing with now, we're dealing more with automotive style of equipment.
Here you go.
They decided to kiss another machine really softly, so.
Uncomfortable, I need seats, a little bit. I see over here, is that a car wash?
Yeah.
For your machines? Oh, this is like Terminator power wash gun. That's fun. This would be my job if I worked here.
These machines don't sit outside. So when you get a brand new machine, it's been sitting inside its entire life. These machines, when they come off the truck, we put them in the warehouse. When we get ready, they're built right in our assembly bay and then go back into the warehouse. We got 2 stories of parts. With the side-by-side market, it's growing every day, and so you're seeing new parts and new efficiencies every day with that stuff, so it grows.
Are we allowed to ride the elevator? It's not as scary as I thought. I can stand up straight now. It's like an amusement park here. I went on the elevator and now I get a ride on the forklift.
We're going to close the forks up just a little bit.
I know what I'm doing. Don't make fun of me. It doesn't work. I got this.
She got dirty.
Job well done. Job well done.
That's a real sign of work right there. The time your parents told you to practice the piano all the time, I practiced equipment.
I quit the piano.
When you're selling a machine that's anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000, you want it to be worth that, and not sitting out in the grime, the dirt, and the filth.
Hey Rich, so do you want to give me a forklift lesson?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's get on it.
Just make sure we're coming. Such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay, more At Your Leisure in just a minute. Hopefully I don't crash.
$2,000 fence posts, 900 acres, 48 bales, all before lunch, which we caught last Saturday. We earn our scars. We wear our work ethic. We work until the work's done.
The Can-Am sales event is on now. Visit your local dealer for details.
In a place that is beyond words, there is nothing to be said. Except, take your time in Bryce Canyon country.
Welcome to the county seat. I'm Chad Booth. And we will see you next week on the county seat.
Like the wheel that you don't use in case if you get a popped wheel. It's kind of like a trunk, but it's different. I don't know. A fifth wheel is a car that has 5 wheels. A wheel could be a full wheel with 5 wheels or something.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. Well, after our beautiful ride on the Fremont Trail from Panguitch, we've now arrived at our historic destination. This is Robert Leroy Parker's house.
AKA Butch Cassidy. Now normally it's closed and you kind of have to peek through the windows to look in, but we have an expert with us today, so we're gonna check it out. This is obviously an antique drill.
That's right.
The DeWalt.
That's right. We have actual records of when he was here based upon the U.S. Census that was taken. Butch moved here from Beaver when he was a young boy, spent 4 to 5 years here, and then left on his worldly ways.
I could totally hang here.
13 kids, I don't know. So the bedroom for the kids is upstairs. So yeah, the kids' bedroom is upstairs. The story is there was 2 families living in this cabin, and one of the mothers actually had a child under the kitchen table with a sheet over it.
Oh my gosh.
Honey, instead of going to the hospital, we could just have it right here.
The family lore is that the 2-year-old is buried under the hearth. So when we went to do the restoration process, we actually took the cabin completely down. There was no foundation, so it was rotting from the bottom up. And so we removed the hearth. The state archaeologists were here. We basically checked all the dirt around and any loose dirt, but we did not excavate the scene. And we put the hearth back in exactly the right GPS location of where it came from. He became a world-class roper, and local ranches would hire him because of his roping and his ability to move cattle.
Well, sometimes cattle that wasn't his.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's good to know they actually did do laundry back then. This is basically what I do wear at home, which I think is quite lovely.
Rhea thinks he's cute.
She's a big woman. She's a big gal. You can come see the inside, but it's appointment only, and it's schools and groups basically, but you can reach out to the Paiute County Courthouse and they'll set you up an appointment and you can get yourself in there.
You know, some would say, why are we celebrating a criminal? Well, the reality of it is, whether you like it or not, this is what the Wild West looked like. And you know, Butch Cassidy is one of Utah's most famous citizens, whether it be for good or bad, and it's just a fun place to come see.
Everybody needs to come out here and see this. It's so cool.
All right, you should be here by yourself. I'm not an outlaw.
Oh.
There you go,
What
just
do
like
you
that.
mean?
We need to go off to our trailhead adventure brought to you by Rocky Mountain
Hey.
ATV MC. Hunt for Rhea, there's a reward for her.
You know what? I'm worth more than $2,000, I'm sorry to say.
I'm Reece Stein, at your leisure, at Fort Ticonderoga, New York, a historic place that saw the very beginnings of America. The French built Fort Ticonderoga in 1775 during the French and Indian War with Great Britain.
I am Alain Bourges. I'm from the Canonnier Bombardier, and I'm just a regular private.
Private Bourget commands the demonstration squad at Fort Ticonderoga, giving modern visitors a taste of what Army life here was like in the 17th century.
Self aside, no, of course not. What's more imposing than just one soldier? Each barrel is clearing each man's face. Now, don't believe Hollywood. Each soldier is taking careful aim on a specific target, and they wait quietly and patiently until they finally hear the command to fire.
Maximum effective range of this weapon is somewhere between 175 yards.
Fort Ticonderoga guards a critical narrow passage at the southern end of strategic Lake Champlain on the New York-Vermont border. The British captured the fort in 1759 during the French and Indian War, but lost it to Ethan Allen and the Green Mountain Boys in 1775 during the American Revolution. One of the oldest historic preservation projects in America, the privately owned fort became one of the country's first tourist attractions in the early 19th century. Reenactors give the place a real sense of authenticity and make the visit so much more exciting. Fusilier Hayden Conley of the British Laser Regiment commands the cannon crew. He's dressed in a real period uniform.
So I got a wool lined and wool vest, which is sleeved. I have a wool lined and wool habit. I have a chapeau, and I have a neck stock.
And your sword.
Yeah. This is the épée du soldat. It's the mark of a soldier. Not really used in combat, but it still is a honorary mark.
And a bayonet as well.
Bayonet as well.
All right.
Yep.
And in all that wool, you're keeping warm, I guess.
Yes, sir.
It takes all 5 crew members to delicately aim the cannon. The assistant gunner rams the powder charge tightly into the barrel before the gunner lights the fuse. An ex-Army artilleryman myself, I'm still fascinated by cannons. After the Green Mountain Boys captured Ticonderoga from the British, they moved 60 tons of cannons and other weapons to Boston to help George Washington drive the British from the city. The daily pageantry at Ticonderoga brings alive some lesser emphasized moments in American history. Annual seminars and workshops here stress the importance of the fort in the 7 Years' War and the Revolutionary War. And it helps teachers learn how to teach living history techniques, such as how to create a period kitchen and cook a hearty 18th century casserole.
So we'll start our fire down below, and this chimney will direct all that heat in one location on our pot.
Inside the reconstructed walls, the Ticonderoga Museum boasts one of the country's best collection of 18th century artifacts. Muskets from the French and Indian War, ornate powder horns, fancy swords, and all kinds of guns from the American Revolution. Thousands of items gathered during the last century. Head upstairs and you'll find soldiers making uniforms from the same material their 18th century counterparts probably used. Then on to the 3rd floor, a reconstructed barracks. More memories. Ticonderoga sits on 2,000 acres of scenic Adirondack forest, including Mount Defiance, which towers some 750 feet above the fortress, making it kind of vulnerable to attack from above. In fact, in 1777, American patriots captured 2 British cannons on the hill and shelled the fort, with little effect. The only time Ticonderoga came under artillery fire. Soon after, it was abandoned and eventually became the national historic reminder of what it took to create the America we know today. Reece Stein with Penny Stein at your leisure at Fort Ticonderoga, New York.
The new leader in off-road utility, the completely reinvented Ranger XP1000. It's got the most power, the largest towing capacity, the highest ground clearance, and the best comfort and storage. Introducing the all-new Polaris Ranger XP1000, the hardest working, smoothest riding Ranger ever built.
There's a little place on a Utah map
where I was raised, where my heart's at, where the sagebrush grows wild and high, and the stars come out at night. Oh, there ain't nothing like being raised in the basin with a Ute reservation, skiing starvation, that Duchesne County life.
There you go, Rhea. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are here. We're back in the center of Panguitch. Oh, I'll get it for you, Rick. There you go.
But I don't have
any. Take it. Oh, you want that? We'll get hot pepper flakes on. Okay. We're just here in the center. This is Quilt Park, and it just celebrates the story of the men who went over the mountain and used quilts to get over the snow.
Right,
and
they laid them down.
Yeah, and so this is just a great, it's a beautiful place. And they're actually, the quilt walk is just coming up right now in June.
Yeah. Oh, if you haven't been, you should come to it. It's a really big deal here, and it's awesome.
Yeah, they just have quilts, they have decorations. It's just a celebration of Panguitch's history.
Yeah.
So I highly suggest you come out and enjoy it. But we also want to talk about, if you want to take this trip for yourself, what we did today and leave from Panguitch. Ricks, thanks so much for taking us out.
It was my pleasure. Jorgensen's couldn't be happier than to supply the units for today's ride, showcase our wonderful land that we call our backyard. It's been an amazing day. Beautiful people, beautiful country. We love it. That's what we enjoy.
Yeah, you guys are the best. Show us a good time.
Yeah. Well, if you want to take this trip for yourselves, you can access the Fremont Trail directly from Center Street in Panguitch. There's a staging area right there next to basically the Fremont Trail sign. You ride along that road, which is River Road, and then you hook up with the Airport Road. And you're on that for not even a quarter of a mile. There's a sign that points you toward the Fremont, and you can follow it from there. Takes you next to Casto Canyon and all kinds of destinations on your way to the Butch Cassidy cabin. So if you wanted to use this as a base camp for a month-long trip, you would not ride the same trail twice. Lots of history and just so much fun.
Oh yeah, it's so, I can't believe how simple it is. And everyone's so happy to see you.
How could they not be,
I
right?
know, no,
we're fun people. Oh, you're getting pizza on me.
Your hand touched my pizza.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right,
Here,
well,
you eat it now.
Oh, I get to eat it now. You already took a bite.
No,
what is
no,
this?
I don't care, I don't want it.
All right, well, while we decide who gets to eat the pizza, let's take a look at next week's show.
Want to ride a new off-road trail system through some of the least explored lands in the West? Well, you're in luck, because next week Steve and Corinne are heading to Duchesne to find out how their plans for ATV adventure are finally coming to fruition. And then follow me, Zack, as I hit Thunder Mountain and discover why this is such a punishing mountain bike trail. Hopefully I make it to the top next week on AYL.
Oh, Steve, what a fun day we had.
This was great.
I know. You know, we'd like to thank Garfield County for inviting us out here on this fantastic county, and Jorgensen's for supplying those awesome machines so we could buzz around out there at Butch Cassidy's place.
Well, yeah, we'd like to thank Darren Bushman for showing us around the cabin, because he was so knowledgeable, things that we never would have known without his help. So thank you, Darren.
He's put a lot of work into that too.
He has. He was instrumental in its being what it is today.
Yep.
All right, well, we gotta go. Remember, get out there and create your own adventure
at your leisure. All the way over to Circleville, which we're, and we'll be right at the friggin'